Hello, my loves. I'm Ellie Frost. Thank you so much for being on my channel where we are talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming during and after narcissistic abuse. And this video is called Breaking Poverty Consciousness After Narcissistic Abuse. And this applies to you whether you are wealthy or not, right? Because narcissistic abuse puts us into an impoverished spirit, right? We're not in abundance of love. We're in an energy of lack and scarcity in some area of our life, even if you have money, right? So it's not just about money, but it is about a poverty consciousness that makes us hang on to abusive, unhealthy, distorted people to get our needs met, right? And we are breaking this cycle here. This channel is a multi-dimensional approach, which means spiritually, energetically, physically, emotionally, and mentally, breaking these cycles for good, right? Elevating our consciousness on the planet, yeah? And coming into our most abundant and fulfilled selves. I am a channel, like I get downloads from God, Spirit, Holy Spirit, the divine, but I also I'm an energy healer, absolutely, but I'm a coach. By profession, I was a peak performance coach for many years. I've learned a lot about transformation and personal development, and not in a way that actually works, isn't just part of this marketing thing I see on the internet now, where there are some brilliant coaches in our world, but there are also some ones that are exploiting the system, like every system gets exploited, and maybe aren't giving you what you need. Here, I bridge the gap. I give you the stuff that people have paid me a lot of money for, actually for free, and in low-cost programs, very low cost compared to what it would cost you in the personal development industry, so that we can bridge the gap and truly heal, truly not just heal, but also transform, because healing isn't enough. Healing means this doesn't hurt anymore. Transformation means I've become the best version of me, and I know how to continue to do that. The one that has the things I want. That's what I'm interested in. I also have another channel that I've just launched, right? It's called, you can look at the handle, it's at Manifest with Ellie Frost. That one I'm going into just manifestation techniques, and I think we'll be talking a lot about money on that channel, because this is a big issue for us right now in terms of how we relate to our physical world. So do subscribe to that as well if you can. Breaking out of poverty consciousness after narcissistic abuse. The challenge with the narcissistic cycle is it puts us into so much scarcity and lack. Think about it, guys. If you believed that there was an abundance of love available for you, abundance of connections, abundance of resources, abundance of ways to get your need met, which does start with becoming sovereign, by the way. But other than that, like if you believed in abundance, truly, right? If you were living from abundance, I do have a course on my website, by the way, $333 called Living from Abundance, changing your energetic set point so you can actually change your frequency to abundance. Because our belief in lack, our poverty consciousness is a huge contributor, right, to what keeps us stuck. We believe there's not enough. On some level, we believe we're not enough. Poverty consciousness involves our self-image. We believe we're not enough. Narcissistic abuse erodes your relationship with yourself and your soul, right? And until we integrate those two things together, we're not very powerful, right? In our purpose, in our abundance, in our fulfillment, in our lives, right? It's our integration of our spirit, our soul, and our self, our identity, our human form that actually really moves things forward for us and gives us the trust we need in ourselves, other people, the universe, and life. After narcissistic abuse, the biggest traumas are injustice, the injustice trauma, that, just terrible things can happen that seem absolutely grossly unfair, which they are, right? Especially because I'm sure if you're here, most of us here try and be the best, good people. We try and do our best. We try and live from our hearts. We try and do what we think is fair and ethical and right. And then to have terrible injustices, betrayals, yeah? Especially from people who maybe we've given the most to, yeah? Or had the right to expect much more from, family of origin, people that we've cared about. And they throw us away like a piece of trash, but beyond that, actually do things to damage and destroy us intentionally. It can really make us question ourselves, question our spirituality, which is what they want, by the way. It is a spiritual war, no doubt about it. And question our belief in life, right? We don't think it's an abundant universe. Our consciousness gets so distorted. And until we can actually shift into abundance, into a belief of that there is better and better things. The best is yet to come. Not just that we're here to survive our battles and get stronger, but actually that we could create around us, by shifting our consciousness, a world that we truly enjoy. Until we believe in that, we hang on to people and things and circumstances, material things included, to make us feel better, right? Because we're not sovereign, we're not abundant, and now we're living in lack. Doesn't matter what your bank account is. I've worked with many wealthy people who have been severe, like and the people that come to me are that sometimes, I really believe they are some of the most beautiful people on the planet. Some of them really physically beautiful, still trapped with these awful demons, right? Why? Because it's a psychic and spiritual attack, nonetheless. People like myself who have lived in abundance, who really worked on their consciousness and had it knocked out of them from every angle, right? Because it's a spiritual attack. Many times in my life I was massively abundant, got back into these cycles, targeted by these predators. My consciousness shifted. I couldn't see the world in the way I used to anymore. Well, that ends here, because it's only trauma that creates that. Now, let me explain what trauma is energetically and spiritually. It's a strong decision that we've got a very strong energetic charge towards, that we've made, that kind of puts us in a bit of a lockdown. If I make subconsciously this happens, energetically the decision, life's not safe, people aren't safe, right? Which a lot of us are predominantly living from after these cycles. Can you see how that would limit my life? Because in order to expand in life, grow in life, I don't know, create a business, or, get into a new work situation, or move to a new community, we have to, if we don't believe we're safe around people, we don't trust in life and people anymore. Can you see how we're not going to move forward? Narcissistic abuse, trauma freezes our evolution. This is why it's such a powerful attack on our spirituality, because if you don't evolve and grow, you will not fulfill your soul purpose, which is all about evolution and growth. This whole planet is designed to help us evolve and grow, right? So I need you to understand that. I want you to think about, right? You can write in the comments, where are you? Be honest, not what you would like to believe, what you tell yourself you believe, but really deeply, truly, right? Look at the consciousness of poverty, because if whatever it is you think is missing in your life, if you knew that it was abundantly, freely available to you, what decisions would you make? Who would you cut out of your life today? What would you be moving towards? It's only that we don't believe that there's more for us that we stay stuck. I'd love to hear this, right? Because if you knew there were many more friends that would love you, support you and treat you right, you wouldn't cling on to the fake ones. If you knew that there was a lover absolutely ready for you, right, that would absolutely love you, be easy, compatible, all the things, you wouldn't cling on to the narcissist, no matter how hard it is to break the psychic attack. If you knew that money could come to you, that you could actually be more abundant, then you would stop trying to squeeze every penny out of the narcissist and cut your ties. And wouldn't be in so much fear. Now, there is a transition period if we do leave, often, where sometimes things get better before they get worse. But if we have the right tools for the right job, we know how to elevate our consciousness, heal our traumas, right, and personally develop and grow, then, right, it doesn't matter what anyone takes. We are an unstoppable force in a new way, a sovereign source, a force of nature. Because we are our own source of love, approval, security, survival, support, and growth. If we miss this growth, and so much of the people out there teaching about narcissists, people are studying narcissists all day. Do you know what that's doing to your frequency? Keeping you low. Do you know what it's doing when they're not teaching you how to grow, evolve, know yourself, evolve yourself, set goals, set dreams, move into a better life, a transformation? You're just staying in the same place. And that's why you're unfulfilled, because you're not designed to stay in the same place and just know more about what happened to you. We're designed to evolve and grow into use on the planet. We're supposed to be helping other people, doing things that fulfill our soul, are good for us, are good for the planet, and are good for the whole. That's what we're here to do, right? So we've got to find that for itself. Again, if you want to find your purpose, I've got a course on that as well called Elevate You. I've got many things that I haven't really been talking about that I've been running for years, right? So you can plug into that. You can see, if you go into work with me on my website, you'll see the other things available. But what I want you to know is that there is a whole society that is designed to keep you stuck, feeding into their mechanisms that basically keep all the power and control in one place. You keep in a certain cycle so that you feed like the 1%. When people wake up, when they become abundant, when they become in control and sovereign, then we don't buy into that model anymore, right? we start creating things differently on the planet. And this is what this is all about. This is what I'm all about. What I've always been about is bridging the gap, bringing the secrets that the mainstream, the masses don't know into the mainstream, right? In accessible ways. That's what my Sovereign program is. It is so, like, even if you buy it now, it's going to go up 1st of October, but I mean, even on 1st of October, it's a whole year support where you get actual coaching and the stuff that works for the cost of about 4 therapy sessions. Yes, my one-on-one sessions, by the way, do cost the equivalent of about, if you do the 90-minute one, 2 therapy sessions. But guess what? People don't come to me for a year. They tend to come to me maximum 6 weeks. So, you know, you're buying time and saving money in everything I do because I integrate the approach. So any comments, let me know. Keep liking, subscribing and sharing. I want to do some fun videos. I want to raise the vibe in here. I want, you know, this is a different space. This is a space for transformation, for breakthroughs, It doesn't, and I don't. It's not a judgment of the determination of your growth isn't whether or not you're still with a narcissist. Actually, it's because, I mean, promise you, right? Self-love is a side effect of what I teach, and eventually it's like addictions. They fall away when you're at a space where you don't need that thing anymore. I can get you to a space where it's not about leave the narcissist, because many people do that and they're never fulfilled still, and they're still withdrawing and they're still trauma bonded, and it doesn't work. Why? Because they haven't done the work I teach first. Do that first, and there's a natural evolution and flow where you will easily be able to let go of things that don't serve you, like addictions. I've had that with many people in my work, like narcissists, like anything not serving you. And guess what? The goal is to be fueled up by your life. The goal is to be in your heart again. The goal is to believe in people, life, the universe again, and know how to manage your energy, manage your focus, and heal yourself in a way that is possible and believable, and that you get to create a whole different world around you. So if that's exciting, definitely plug into the things I've got on. Check out my new channel, because that's a different vibe altogether. That's all manifestation. But remember, trauma is the biggest block to our manifestation. So we want to heal first. Well, I kind of heal and grow us at the same time. Sovereign goes up 1st of October, so it's going to be affordable, but I will keep evolving how I do that as I go on, because it's an enormous amount of value for the support you get. And what I want to do is create something that completely bridges the gap, that offers something that no one else does, not the level of support I do for one price. I mean, it doesn't, you don't even pay monthly for it, you pay once for it, and then that's it. You get like ongoing support. So any questions, let me know. Keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon.